It's Myle'a. Thank you so much for watching me today. I'm sorry about the turbulence. Please bear with me, folks, but I am driving as I usually am. I wanted to just share some more pieces of information that I have in my mind to you guys, because I think that people need to hear about this stuff, and I feel like it's important, and someone needs to say it, right? So I'm here to do that as best as I can, and these are only my opinions based on substantial research and facts, I might say, but you can take it as you want. But I really hope that you guys begin to think about stuff a little bit more deeper than maybe you are currently, because this stuff is actually very, very much significant. It's impacting us in our communities, our children, our lives, what we do on a daily basis. This stuff is impacting us, and being aware is the first step to making change. So I just wanted to tap in about COVID, and I know we're all tired of talking about COVID. I personally very much am. I kind of thought it was a joke from the beginning. Granted, people are getting sick. People did get sick. It is a thing, but it's just as much of a thing as the flu was. So the flu, for some reason, magically disappeared during that time frame. Isn't that interesting? I thought that was pretty bizarre, and no one caught on to that. No one caught that, or like, was that just me? Because the flu, it disappeared during that time frame, right? COVID is the flu. It's a form of the flu, and it is something that I believe was put out there into the people. And I don't think that it was a natural occurrence. I believe that this is something that has been in a petri dish somewhere for some time now. I have some reasons to believe that. There is a computer analytics that is government ran, but it shows you the deaths that happened because of vaccinations, how many occurred, when it occurred, and stuff like that. It gives you the data sheets for that. So if you go to that site online, it's public information. And if you put the COVID vaccine into that search engine, it's going to populate something for you. It's going to populate that COVID-19, the first death of vaccination was in 1969. Now, why would that be? How could COVID-19 vaccine have killed someone in 1969? How is that even possible? And then it had no deaths until 2019. When we think COVID-19, we think of 2019, and that's why COVID was named 19. But that can't be if it already existed. Anyhow, you can go check for yourself. I will go ahead and probably put the link or something like that to that website that I'm talking about below in this video. But there's something else that I need to share about that time. So we remember how corporations were still running, like their businesses were still going. McDonald's, grocery stores, Amazon, all of these things were still going, right? Now, why was it that only small businesses got kicked to the curb? Why are they the ones that got kicked to the curb? Well, I can share with you why, I think. So during that same time, small businesses and corporations had been toe-to-toe. They had been almost equilateral across the spectrum of financial growth and sustainability. Small businesses had risen above and had really taken a hold of their position in the economy. Now, the corporations don't like that at all, right? So they had to create something. They had to do something to get their power back, their position back. This is it's like an undisclosed war that's going on between us and them, which is interesting because it shouldn't be like that, because they work for us, right? Or they should love us because we're the people that are the consumers that purchase their products. You know, they should envy us. They should really, really praise us, and they shouldn't be fucking wiping us out. That's for sure. But I think COVID was a plow and plot to do so. They not only eliminated all small businesses' growth, they completely deleted them from the society. They deleted so many companies, and so many companies that had been working very hard to create themselves. I was one of them. And I'm not bitter by any means, but it was true. It's true. It's what happened. My business was completely done. I had no choice. When there was a lockdown, no one could be near each other. It was a whole setup, you know what I mean? So there was no way that I was going to succeed from that situation unless I did something different. So unfortunately, I think COVID was the cover-up for getting corporations in a position where they can still manhold all of us, where they can have their position be in such a great capacity that they are now running everything. If you didn't notice, these corporations are just getting larger and larger and larger, and we're letting them. How they can conflate one business to another is beyond me. How Amazon, for instance, can buy medical insurance companies. How Amazon can also be the bearer of hydrogen power, and what that's going to look like for the United States and for Washington. How do they get conflated with these things when they have no association whatsoever to any of those entities and those businesses or any organizations or even research based of what any of those things are? How can they just go ahead and go slip right in just because they have money? No, I'm sorry, that should not be. Just because you have money doesn't mean you have a right to have control over people in a way that is going to impact their livelihood, their life, and everything that is going to exist here then forward. They should not have those rights. They should not have the power at all. They shouldn't be able to even grow to the substance that they have to be able to make them be able to run everything like this. And we, for some reason, give them this power because we paid them to get to where they are. They have billions of dollars, millions, trillions, whatever, and they're just wanting more. People, there's something wrong with that. If a company only wants more when they have enough, like, there is something very deeply wrong with that. Please pay attention, please.